These slides here basically go through the final part of what we're talking about. We'll go through the physics as well as why this is happening, and in the future, in the next DVD series, we'll explain to you why this is happening. We'll let you see it, how we can see with our own naked eyes. In fact, when we get ourselves in court for these people to defend these cases for you, I will ask any individual from in that court, bring me any one of your own infants or grandchildren, put them here and give them a vaccine, and we'll show you, we'll live image it for you right here before the courts to see with their own eyes, see what's happening in the blood supply, what we're doing to every individual as a function of these vaccines. We've made the technology that easy. They cannot deny that. And we'll show this clotting process. This is what blood's supposed to look like. This is healthy blood. And this, you see around each red blood cell, kind of like an aura. And this is zeta, this electrical charge, and the aura kind of like charges these red blood cells and keeps them apart from each other. They're dispersed. This is health. And in the middle of the slide is a white blood cell. You can see how much bigger the white blood cell is relative to the red blood cells, and realize now, well, those big white blood cells, they can actually block off those center thoroughfare channels. These red blood cells cannot get down there. Well, that's fine. But here, this is health, because all the cells, red blood cells, are kept apart. It means they can flow together. They're not coming down small pipes meant for one cell in clumps, but you can't do that. Another part of the problem. This is health. This is when they start to rouleau, when they start losing the zeta potential, the electrical charge around them. They no longer maintain dispersion. Like magnets sort of like losing the charge, you actually come together rather than repel each other, and you form these little sort of like agglomerations or clumps. And it changes the parameters of the blood flow in many ways, leading to hypoxias and strokes. But here, you can see, you can't get this number of cells clumped together down these small capillary channels because they're too big. And especially at points where the blood vessels come down and they take a turn, like pipes, if you will, like a 90-degree turn of a pipe, where you get single cells down there, no problem. Try to get clumps, it won't go. It blocks that off. And areas under gravity in the blood supply, geometrically based in terms of the orientation of the blood vessels coming to these areas as a function of the turns they take relative to gravity, can also create these sort of like T-junctions that also be areas of your body, many areas of your gastrointestinal tract like that cannot get flow. And no flow means diseased tissue. And diseased tissue and no flow means white blood cells cannot get to the area and eradicate bugs that you're trying to get rid of, like measles, like mumps, like rubella. And it looks like your body has a perpetual sort of like, can't get rid of these damn infectious diseases. Well, they can't get rid of these infectious diseases because your immune system can't get there. Your immune system in these sort of states becomes like soldiers behind the walls of a fortress. And they have to get out past their own moat, but the drawbridge has to drop down from get out there to go attack the enemy, the foreign invader. But if no one's going to drop the drawbridge, then you can have all of the soldiers that you want designed to go out there and take out that foreign invader. But if they can't get over there to go attack it, then the invader will set up shop and set up camp right in front of your fortress, and you can't do anything about it. But you have the soldiers who will take care of it. You can't get there, can't take them out. Rouleau and agglomeration is part of the problem. This is what it looks like. And this is not something you can tell in a peripheral blood supply sample, because we're looking out at the extreme blood vessel areas. This is happening down the microcapillary levels. The 95% of the blood vessels where it's so tiny. These things block off these areas. They don't come through the other side. They get stuck there. You know, if you shower a bunch of golf balls up to the brain, they'll go down there to get stuck. And you know, if you're going to go over here and record number of golf balls coming down, there will be no golf balls here because they never got past the blockages where they're supposed to be, and will be a loss. Well, we don't want to see a problem. We cannot see this. And all the things we're doing in medicine, we cannot see this going on. But we have ways now to see it live. And it's happening in many diseases. And again, here's now aggregation. This is not rouleau. You see all the red blood cells that come together. This is a charge problem. And we can fix it with a water problem. Here's a bunch of platelets in the middle. Even they can come together. And you see the same problem as well. The red blood cells, when they're dispersed apart from each other, that's a paragon of health. You're born that way. There are no white blood cells rolling along the inside blood vessel walls at birth. There are no red blood cells clumped together. That is health for humanity. And in the course of life, getting exposed to all these things, especially after these darn vaccines, this clumping together is happening. And it can be temporary, it can be transient, it can be waxing and waning, and it can be independent or in conjunction with other things we're doing in the environment that you're actually being exposed to. Infectious disease, or heavy metals, or chlorine, or fluoride, or aluminum, or mercury, or positively charged pesticides in our food. All of these things, or aluminum cans, all these things are important. And however, vaccine that's currently constituted is the camel, is the straw that broke the camel's back, and it can do it in and of itself without anything else. Platelet aggregation. Now here's something you're going to have to ask, and we'll get to in the next DVD series, is why did Western medicine make illegal dark field microscopy? This is a dark field microscopy slide. Light is shown on the microscope tangentially, and we can actually see more properties of live blood. We should be looking at live blood in the hospitals. We've seen this problem for everybody. The doctors can even look at it as well after they vaccinate their children in their doctor's offices. Look at the blood several hours afterward, before and after. Use dark field microscopy. Before it was nice and smooth. Everything was kept apart. It looked like this. Now it looks like this. It's coming together. That's what the vaccines are doing to everybody. This technology could have showed you. Why did they make that illegal? If you do not look for something, you will never find it. If you have something to hide, you don't want to show it. If you're responsible for causing harm, you don't want to be held guilty for it. If you're here to help each other, for humanity, for the greater good, then we have to look. Then we have to be accountable. Then we have to do for each other. And we have to do things differently. We will have another DVD series coming out shortly, which will describe and show you in real time this process happening and what we now need to do in our environment, in your foods, in your water, in our way to approach the control of infectious diseases in society to get you all better and to keep you better without putting foreign things in your body. There is a way. But I encourage you all right now, come to the BrainGuardMD.com site. We will provide for you the C-Pan gels that you require and the water the way you need to have it to start the process of healing and preventing much disease. You are all fish out of water. We're going to put you back in the right water.